Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to your favorite destination for all things celebrity and sports news. I'm your host, and today we're taking a courtside seat to examine one of the greatest showdowns in basketball history. We're diving into the story of two legendary icons, Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, men whose names alone conjure up epic imagery of buzzer beaters, unrelenting willpower, and an unwavering desire to be the best. We've got an incredible story packed with fierce rivalries, legendary trash talk, and the mutual respect that defined an entire era of the NBA. So buckle up, sports fans, because this one's going to be a game changer. In the world of basketball, it's easy to get lost in the sea of jaw-dropping athleticism and high-flying highlight reels. From iconic slam dunks to mind-boggling half-court shots, the NBA never fails to serve up unforgettable moments. Yet it's not always about the most eye-popping play. Sometimes, it's a player's mental fortitude, swagger, and unparalleled confidence that turn them into a legend. Today, we're exploring how Larry Bird rose to that legendary status, thanks in part to a style of play that didn't rely solely on leaps and sprints, but on mental clarity, incisive instincts, and an unwavering focus that could leave even the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, momentarily speechless. Picture this. It's the 1980s, and the Boston Celtics are in their prime. Larry Bird stands at the forefront with a cool demeanor, eagle-eyed court vision, and a knack for hitting clutch shots under immense pressure. He doesn't rely on gravity-defying dunks. Instead, he strategically picks apart defenses with pinpoint accuracy and subtle nuances that often go unnoticed unless you're watching closely. The moment the ball leaves his hands, there's an inevitable hush, because everyone knows it's probably hitting nothing but net. What makes Bird so unique? His game seemed simple, yet effective, fueled by a level of confidence that bordered on fearless. He'd call out his shots before taking them, sometimes telling defenders exactly where he planned to score. And 9 times out of 10, he'd back up his words with cold, hard numbers. Then along comes Michael Jordan, an athletic phenomenon who combined raw power with an extraordinary finesse that would one day transform him into the epitome of global stardom. Yet even Jordan, known for his tireless work ethic and superhuman-like presence on the court, found himself impressed by the cerebral brilliance of Bird. In classic Larry Bird fashion, the Celtics legend wasn't afraid to dish out some well-placed trash talk, keeping both fans and opponents on the edge of their seats. But here's the kicker. All the boasting, the back-and-forth jibes, and the seemingly endless rivalry between Bird and Jordan never overshadowed the heart of the game. Underneath the tension was a mutual respect for each other's craft, a respect that emerged every time the final buzzer rang, and the crowds roared in appreciation. Bird recognized Jordan's jaw-dropping athleticism, and Jordan, in turn, knew Bird's mind was a fortress nearly impossible to breach. If you're itching for more behind-the-scenes stories, stick around because we're just scratching the surface. This rivalry was a Hollywood-level saga. Two players who could not be more different in style, yet shared a burning, relentless desire to win. Their battles on the court turned into epic showdowns that fueled talk shows, press conferences, and countless barbershop debates. People lined up for tickets just to witness these two titans go head-to-head, not knowing if they'd see a last-second jumper, a daring layup, or another famous Bird one-liner, like the time he told an opposing bench he'd shoot left-handed all night, just to make it more interesting. And still won. For those of you who are new to the sport, imagine your favorite action movie scene stretched out over 48 minutes. That's what it felt like to watch Bird and Jordan during their prime. It was heart-stopping, soul-stirring, and downright electric. And every time these two legends collided, history was made. Beyond the baskets and buzzer beaters, Bird's cunning mind games remain legendary. Trash talk wasn't merely an intimidation tactic. It was a strategic move that both pressured and distracted opponents. Jordan, though no stranger to mental warfare himself, found in Bird a worthy adversary, someone who played the game with unwavering nerve. This mental chess match drew in crowds like a magnet. Fans came not just to watch who won, but to hear every exchange that might spill out onto the hardwood. Still, there was always a mutual admiration. When Bird and Jordan shook hands after a game, they did so with the knowledge that both had tested each other's limits. Over time, that combination of rivalry and respect became symbolic of an era when the NBA was growing into the powerhouse we know it as today.